Hello everyone, this is Sporting Lisbon and this is my second VOD. These are 3 games that I'm going to show you and commentate. First one is me Spain against HuggyPierre playing Germans. The second is an Iroquois game against Spain, I think. And the third one is against India, Iroquois game. It has been some time since I made my last VOD because my computer lags a lot when frapping. Hopefully it's okay now. Yeah, I can frap more or less. It's better. In this game, we made I usually play a lot of games with HuggyPierre and rate it just for fun. And this one was quite good. I do a naked fast fortress. Like that kind of crazy fast fortress that has nothing to protect it except for some mighty dogs and hussars, while HuggyPierre rushes me. Well, at this time it's just that boring discovery age. There's not much to say. There aren't even many treasures here, so well, that's it. I'm on holidays at the moment and my mom's at home, so there are quite some chances that she might make some special appearances during the VOD. I hope not. I've already closed the door of the kitchen to prevent some interferences. I was using my dog to attack his explorer, but yeah, poor Pablo. I didn't. The stealthy town center killed my dog before I could save it, before I could rescue him. Anyway, the explorer is quite damaged, so it kind of served its purpose. HuggyPierre is herding his ants, doing his good job. I actually don't often herd ants so early. I prefer to start herding them in colonial. Since we lose villager seconds when we are in discovery age, we should focus on aging instead of herding ants. And since he's rushing, maybe it doesn't really need it. I'm aging with 15 villagers. That's pretty much standard. My deck is standard as well. I think it has everything that a Spanish deck should have. I set 3 villagers to coin just to get that 100 coin that, with all the coin that I get from crates, allows me to age up. I'm exploring his town, see what he's doing. Nothing special for now. I had the advanced trading post card in there, but I'm just not going to use it since I'm going to fast fortress. And well, for it to be worth it, I would have to expend like lots of wood in 3 or 4 trading posts, and fast fortress is much more fun. I think, at least for me, with lancers and falconets and super war dogs and stuff like that. Much more fun than colonial age. Excuse me for my voice. I'm a bit I don't know what you guys call it in English, but with a cold or whatever. Could be a bit better, but I'm okay. That's what's important. I'm queuing 2 villagers. Even when you fast forward, having a few villagers coming in is important. Every villager counts, and I send my outpost right in front of there, with that silly hope that maybe he is not going to take it down with his rush, and even if he takes it down, it gives me some time for me to safely age up, as you will notice. And it also does some handful damage to his troops. Well, maybe it would be a better idea to do it by my town center. Turtling is not fun. I have enough of that with my part games. Oh, and there he is with his Explorer. Explorer going down, for sure. After shipping 700 coin, shipping 700 wood is very important. I don't know if the Spanish players often do this. I think if they don't do, they should, because it gives us wood to make extra houses, barracks, and stuff like that. And in a situation of rush, having extra wood is really, really important, as we will see in a while. My Explorer in vain tries to run. He did his job as well, which was getting close to my town center, where I can rescue him later. Even if he dies, that's important. Now I'm praying, please don't see my villagers, those are really important. And my prayers actually work, since he shows up in a few seconds. If it didn't lag so much for some reason. There it is. One down. Oh, this is where people should panic. A second. I'm sorry for this little moment of silence, but my computer was screwing up a bit and I had to stop for a while, for a few seconds. Well, basically he has his huge army on my town, and I'm like, I think I should have learned that Spain FF isn't this simple. But anyway, nothing is lost yet. I still have wood in there, and I still have my precious villagers in another place. Now I have extremely useful SARs that are really going to save. And then first I engage them on the Uhlans, really take one, and now I'm gonna try to go and save my Explorer. That Explorer is fighting, because his war dogs are are the biggest fear of pikemen. For some reason pikemen can't fight war dogs. They are bigger than their pikes or whatever. And well, Huggy has destroyed all my houses, and now looking for more. Since there are no more, so it just goes for my town center. Unfortunately, I had no gold for Minutemen. I guess I should have gathered it. And here they are. Dogs engaged everyone. They are fierce dogs. They already start devastating. As soon as they die, I kill more dogs. And now I go and lure some doppelsolvers, because doppelsolvers kinda annihilate the dogs. And there we go. A rush stopped by dogs and 3 SARs and the town center. Always nice. And those cute villagers that survived the invasion are building houses. Since Huggy hasn't found them, he isn't going to find the the houses either, which is great. Now I'm getting some more houses for shipments. Yes, great war dogs. We love them. And well, right now making villagers isn't too important, since what I really need now is an army to stop Huggy's future attacks. I get this treasure for some extra hit points on my Explorer. I got some Lancers too. Lancers are great. Only thing I have to be afraid of is Ullens. Ullens and pikes, more or less. But in decent numbers, they'll kill everything. So I'm getting some skirmishers to stop the pikemen. And to basically kill anything that Huggy could send while he's in colonial age. This boost to Lancers is great because these 8 Lancers are, well, if we save them well, they're like massive. The damage they deal is just great. So I'll try to use it in my I like English words. Whatever, you get the point. So I already killed the settler wagon, which is 2 vills. He has got some pikes, but I've got some skirmishers. That's life. Now I'm going to siege that barracks to stop the future pikemen that show up. I go and try to find more pikemen or even some villagers. Right now I'm trying to collect some gold to... Here are the pikemen that I was referring. And to collect some gold to ship Swiss pikemen. Swiss pikemen are absolutely great. And they're kinda hard to stop because they have nice hit points, they have a huge melee attack and a nice armor, and with war dogs in the middle and lancers, they are like the perfect addition to the Spanish army. 2 Ullens, Lions, try to braid my Spanish settlers. I lost one, but... And Huggy arrives the fortress sage. Should make for things more interesting. I use my some of my wood to get a trading post up, to get more shipments coming. I shipped 1000 wood to get some town centers up to help my economy, since it probably should be lagging behind Huggies, since I've lost some villagers, had them in the town center and everything. Yeah, I got some houses up. I placed my town center there to give some support and map control. And I have to take down that tower. It deals too much damage. And that's my territory, it shouldn't be there anyway. Well, I guess I waited for the Swiss pikemen to do the job. Well, we are in that time of the game where we wait, get an army, and in a few minutes I'll find you. The scar is favoring HuggyPierre with 138. I have 12. And here are my Swiss pikemen. They'll bring it down. I've got my town center up. And there we go. Outpost down. I have another shipment ready. With Spain we always have extra shipments. And for some reason I didn't send the shipment as soon as possible, maybe for laziness. And I'm going to check what Huggy has got in there. First I try to get his market for some experience and to force him to get another one maybe. And no, not two falconets. They are the most important card that Spanish can have, since they basically win games, as we all know, I think. I managed to get another villager, and I'm just going to run away since there are too many skirmishers and my Swiss pikemen don't like skirmishers. Meanwhile I try to boom. I got some more skirmishers, and those two falconets are going to be decisive. And I get another stables up, to get some more lancers. As you can see, the mighty 8 lancers are still there. Yep, all there. So they are kind of important, and protecting them is great. I lost my explorer though. I'll miss my explorer. It's a fact. Oh, another good tip is, if you're going to stand down for a while, like stay in the same place for a while, get your falconets on how is it called? Well, on the attacking mode, so that if units pop up, you lose no time and you start killing them as soon as possible. That is really helpful. I'm shipping caballeros. So that, well, we give that little boost to lancers and let them decimate everything. It's great for a massacre. I think we'll see in a while. In the meanwhile, I have 2 micro villagers. It's always boring. Oh, there we are. And let's go kill some skirmishers and one bomb to be a bit better. Some doppels in there. Go in there. A culverin. Now, 1 culverin isn't enough for 2 falcons. So, there we go. Culverin down. Now we have got some uhlans that shouldn't be attacking my lancers. So I call my Swiss pikemen right away. And I go with the lancer by the side. And there we go. Bye bye skirmishers, run for your lives. And while the skirmishers take down the pikemen and the doppel soldiers. Ta-da! There it goes. Great job by the caballeros. And that's the magic of the Spain fast fortress. It wasn't too perfect, but it was fun. I mean, lancers are always fun. Oh, finally I get my explorer back, which I use to get some dogs as quickly as possible. And excuse me. And some Minuteman. Well, the game is pretty much over by now. I'm leading on score. My army is better than his. His rush was a good try. I think it would have worked if it had less crossbowmen and more pikes. Perhaps that first shipment of 9 crossbows into wolves was needed. Yeah, I think so. The good old pike rush. It's just great against Spain. That's one of the reasons why Spain used to have at least so much trouble against Ottoman. It was because you would get housed. And my computer is acting a little weird. I was going to say some ugly names now. Well, basically, you're seeing it perfectly, at least I hope, but I'm seeing it lagging. I'm not sure if I'm going to play Spain a lot in this patch, because I think that the boosts they had aren't enough compared to other civs. So that's basically why I moved to Iroquois, which are much funner. Well, that's a hard call. Well, Spain FF is fun, that's for sure. But it is too... What can I say? It is too susceptible to rushes. And I prefer to have the bigger call on the game, rather than hoping that I'm able to stop a rush.
I have extra food.
And I know sometimes it kind of fails. And a last resort, Hulan shipments. I micro the Hulans with the pikemen I have. Sometimes zooming in is great, as it was now. No, and basically that's it. More caballeros in action. They actually overkill a lot against crossbows. Too bad. And good game. Yeah, it was a good game, I think. Yeah, I age up with as soon as possible with Spain, and I still only got there. This is a Spanish colonel. Spanish is always nice to face because their colonial is hard to use. I mean, it depends too much on shipments, and they haven't a really great unit in colonial, so it's easy to abuse them. Simply put, that's it. So, Discovery Age, I go exploring with my Travois. Whatever. I do a longhouse as soon as possible, since there is no trading post here. And I see that food treasure in there, and I go ahead and just take one of the guardians out of there, so that in the future I can take it. And that treasure is going to be quite important in this game. Keep doing builds, blah 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 blah. And I find the dog. Poor Pablo is going to die again. Yep. Pablo down. I find his explorer, but my Renegado is down too. So I guess we're even, but we're not even close. He's, to my renegade is free, and to replace his dog he has to pay 75. So I'm winning. Well, an important thing with Iroquois, if you don't forget it, is that it is great if you can build all the buildings you can as soon as possible so that you have more experience and get that 3 villager card faster. I made that longhouse, but I kind of forgot to build the other longhouse with my travois. Too bad. In the next game, hopefully, I'll do it. Yeah, I think so. There it is. My cute Spanish opponent reminded me that I hadn't used it. And first, in the beginning, I was looking forward to a 15 vil age up. 50 vils is the most balanced stage up, I think, for a rush. It's the one I like. 16 vils is too much. 14 vils is too few, so 15 vils is okay. I keep an eye on that treasure and I noticed that when another guardian is down, and I noticed that he has 2 dogs. What we do against 2 dogs, we get out our shotgun and kill them. First of all, the first shot, then I go like, run Forrest, run for your life. And Forrest does run, and I use my villagers to take down 2 dogs, take that. And unfortunately, I didn't save my explorer. I tried, but it would be too good if I had taken the explorer. But to make it even, I take down his explorer. Well, I lost a lot of villager seconds here. He has lost 150 food. And that means a lot when it comes to age up, so I go like, so I'll make some extra villagers to make up for it. So instead of my 15 villager age up, I'm going to do a 70 vill age up. And I'm going to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I find this even more fun. Like, he has paid me 100 coin for his explorer. Well, I don't do much with the coin, but this coin means less market upgrades for him and less units. So it makes me happy. A lot of things make me happy, and this is one of them. I get the messenger as soon as possible, and I try to go and steal the treasure. But well, I can't have everything, and when I get there, he has already taken it. Yep. Still, I think I came out in advantage from this one. He lost a lot of food, and losing food when you're trying to age up to colonial is bad, just bad. And I'm Iroquois, and I'm going to rush his face, so even better for me. I kill some vils. I have no need to gather wood right now because I already have 2 longhouses. I shipped the 4 canyons as usual. They didn't nerf the 4 canyon shipment. Well, they did. They boosted the town center. But overall, it's still a great shipment. Then I have to find the place for my war hut. And well, basically I'm going to do the basic war rush. I get my war hut in there. I wake up my explorer just having a nap. And I'll send him to my war hut, and I finally get my canyons. Those canyons are great to raid. They are like the lancers, they have to survive, because if they survive they deal a lot of damage too. They are great meat shields, they have 30% of ranged resistance. and I'm making some Thomas. Going Tomahawks first is okay because they're an overall unit and they can cover almost all circumstances, unlike hyenas, because if he goes Cav, I can't do much against Cav with the hyenas, but the Tomahawks do more or less well against crossbows, at least they can run away. And I see some fields. I can't kill any villagers, but I noticed he has a barracks and he's doing getting crossbows. I have a shipment. I ship 6 hyenas. I prefer to ship hyenas than to make tomahawks from my war hut, because hyenas take to cost too much food and it kind of makes the economy hard to balance with the long houses and stuff if I ain't gathering wood. And the hyenas are more powerful than tomahawks, so it's a good idea out there. And in the meanwhile, my chiefess is in danger again. And the smart Spain player figured that I would use my 4 Kanyas, so he got his 8 pikemen shipment, I guess. But I ran away. Kanyas can always run away. And I had to sacrifice 1 Kanya to make the other 3 survive. If your cavalry is under attack, just sacrifice 1 of them and make the other one go away. It can work sometimes. Well, and this is the basic case of player underrating hyenas. It's great. It's a great fun for me when he goes like, my crossbows are dying. Why are they dying? The hyenas are crap. No, they aren't crap. They overboosted them some patches ago. Now I love it. Every player that decides that crossbow spam is great against Iroquois. That's it, more or less. And in the meanwhile, I have 23 villagers, which is great considering we are in the 8 minutes of the game. And I have another shipment already, which is going to be more hyenas. And in the meanwhile, I repair my war hut. I keep the villager queue. Making villagers is really important, because if you don't make villagers, it is certain that you're going to lose later. So if you don't make villagers, you're forced to deal damage early on. Well, that's an ole, like the Spanish guys say, because his rodoleros go just by my Kanyas. I suppose they're going to look for Kanyas, or maybe raids, or raid me or something. With no success, though. I have a great economy. I'm not used to having this great economy. The 70 villager age up was nice. Again, the Spanish player decides that going cavalry isn't for him. So we'll have some hyena showdown now. They look like they're few. They are few, but they are hyena, and they are Iroquois, and they are my hyena, so they are going to have success. Those tomahawks are working like meat shield. They're doing their job as meat shield, sacrificing themselves, etc. Now I'm going to lure guys into my Kanyas. The dogs are dying as well. And yeah, the dudes keep running across my Kanyas, and if you have shipments and you're in the middle of battle, just get that shipment. It can turn the tide. And see, those Kanyas are still there. Low hit points, but they are still there, and they are working as meat shield. And hyenas are decimating everything. For a while, I forgot my explorer back there. But well, it's getting anyway. I'm getting my corral up to get some extra Kanyas. When these two die, they're nearly dying. And the Explorer shotgun is always great. Like, bam. It helps hyenas doing their job. You see, hyenas are underrated. They are chewing through the crossbows. In the meanwhile, I'm getting my villagers to hunt. We can't forget our economy. I don't like much having to work on my economy, but we have to, or else we have no units to have fun with. And I have 23 hyenas. These guys are beasts. If he doesn't get a stable up, he'll have no chance. I start to get some villagers. Success, one down. And even if you don't take villagers down, damaging them is important. Now I'm shipping the infantry attack card, since for ranged units it's better to have bigger attack than bigger hit points. Hit points is for cavalry mostly and melee infantry. As I'm abusing the hyenas now, I'll just ship attack. I get my hyenas in there to prevent him from gathering those crates. I send my canyas to check out what's going on, and Hyena Showdown Part 2. I go away with my canyas, my hyenas attack everything. I still have my chief uses his shotgun. My hyenas are away from the pikemen. I think there are some new canyas here that we haven't met. They came from the Furrow. Yeah, I'm still getting some more. And the hyenas killed everything without breaking a sweat. And Minutemen. I often don't like to fight Minutemen, but since I have such a big army, it won't be a problem. And I made that market up to use the cool coin that he sent me in Discovery Age, you know, if you remember, to get some extra upgrades on my economy, so that not only my army owns his, but my economy can also be better than his. And my canyas go searching, and I saw a tree falling, and there we go. The villagers down. Pretty much GG for the Spanish colonel that didn't have much luck in his quick search. Barracks down. He still has some crossbows. And good game. As I'm a polite player, and I only say GG after the opponent says GG in case someone is pissed. Well, that's how it works. He had more resources than me because he shipped some settlers and shipped some crates, as we noticed. We see he had 190 free resources, and in military, well, number says it all. He got crushed. I hedged with one more villager than him, which isn't supposed to happen. And he shipped villagers when he shouldn't. He should have shipped some more army to help. And it was an heinous day work. More or less like that. No one was on SO yesterday. And the last game against an Indian colonel on Deccan. Deccan is the ultimate map for Indians, so I'll have to use everything I got in order to reduce the advantage that he has. So first of all, I'm going to get the trading post up. Trading post makes the Iroquois run much faster, like having more army, like having more villagers. And since the Iroquois gameplay is all around the shipments, I think a trading post just makes everything much smoother. And with that coin, I'll use it with a market. I don't often get a market, but since this is Deccan and he's Indian, I'll have to, in case I want to beat him. I'm exploring with the Travois as usual. These elephants are around. They should have collected like nearly all the cows that are here, or yaks or whatever. And I'm doing that thing of getting all my buildings up as soon as possible, so as to get that first shipment quickly. Having 3 villagers quicker than usual gives you some extra villager seconds, which is great. My deck is more or less always the same. It's standard. 25 cards are enough to have an Iroquois deck. The most important cards are the villager cards, the army cards, and some other cards will make a debut here, just for a change. I will age up with 15 vills, I think, as usual. Yeah, as usual, because this is Deccan, even though there are more crates, so which would mean I should age up faster. No, I think I aged with 14. Well, even though I should age up faster than usual, with Iroquois I already age up really fast, so I prefer to have a better economy than the Indian player than to age up uber fast. So yeah, I'm aging with 14. As I have hunting dogs, it should work as 15 villagers because of 10%. And I'm going to gather that coin for more upgrades from the market. Now I'm going to steal this treasure. It's life stuff. It's quick search. And I'll only start gathering wood after I have my upgrades, so as to fully use the market upgrades. You know, if you upgrade the wood gathering and you have no wood gatherers, it doesn't work. For the same, in the same way, if you add wood gatherers and you have no market upgrades, it's not worth it. So I'll just keep it on food, which is where I have my upgrades. So I hope you had understood that. So I send my Iroquois forward. I ship 4 Kanyas, again, as usual. And the fierce Iroquois is discovering. He's a great man. And I found an aggro fort. Oh my, how unexpected. And then I just make my war hut right there. Why? Because we don't fear aggro forts nor Indian players. Indian ugly players. And the Iroquois are going to kick their asses. So, I get those 4 Kanya. What are the 4 Kanyas going to do? First of all, they are going to chase down those fat elephants. My economy is a bit disgraced because I'm focusing on microing my units, and well, the economy kind of goes back. Well, some Gurkhas, nice play for my Kanyas to that. Say hi to them and just go away, saying that maybe a different day. And I'm like, crap, no, but no. That's not how things are going to work. So first of all, I'm going to kill those Gurkhas. In the meanwhile, I keep the village production, and now I'm going to lure a treasure. That's it, guys. Go, go, go. Let's go, people, and that's it. Nature doesn't like aggro forts, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend too, so look at the aggro fort hit points. They're kicking their asses. And in the meanwhile, I ship hyenas, I make more hyenas, my Kanyas are killing everything. I use the big button, and conclusion, a doomed India player. That's how it works. And my warship is still standing there, somehow it didn't die. The aggro fort is going down as well. The Thuggy, or whatever he's called, is doing a great job, as well as the tigers. I'd like to support the tigers. The tigers are in extinction, please don't kill them. They help killing aggro forts. And finally, it is the right move of luring the guardians away. While I finished the good job of there, down. So this way, I have all my experience. If the treasures were still attacking, perhaps they would steal me. No, it's all mine. And I killed the Rajputs. It was like a last resort of trying to do something. I think that the Indian player must be used to this. And fresh 320 experience, right, for another ship. So, well, what to do now, right? My army is nice, but it's not big enough to go and siege a whole Indian town. So, and from my experience of playing against India, those Indian, let's not insult them. They are like, how can I say, they are like weed in your garden. You try to take them away, you do all your best efforts, and in the end you still have weed in your garden. You know, the one that doesn't let your plants grow. Ervas daninhas em português. And that wood economy based and the trickle blah 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 and Gurkhas and whatever, they are quite tough to fight with a small army, so I'll just kill a few houses that are ridiculously cheap for him, but still gives me some experience to me, and then I just go back because it's not worth it. In the meanwhile, I get a coral up to get some canyons, and I ship more villagers to give me an economy advantage over him. I make hyenas. Tomahawks aren't needed by now because he has Gurkhas, and the Gurkhas have a huge attack against Tomahawks and a huge range as well. While I have to use my archer dudes and the stick man called Kanyas. I'm making sure he's in his little box. Turtling. I have 26 vills by 8 minutes to 40, which is okay. And Vulcania dies for the greater cause again. A lot of guys sacrifice for the greater cause, and I finish the job. I convert one of the Thuggies, I kill another Thuggy, I kill the 2 tigers, and free 300 wood. Let's have a party with them. What is the 300 wood good for? For more kindness. So that should show all the Agrofort noobs that Agrofort isn't everything. There are more wonders besides Agrofort, like Tower of Victory. I prefer Tower of Victory, to be honest. Even if you don't win, you feel like, I played with Tower of Victory, I should have won. Tower of Victory failed, clearly. Well, and it's always fun to have that 10% on everything, like faster units and bigger and more attack out of nowhere. Yeah, great fun. Now I'm shipping the great kamikaze man, the Muslim radical town destroyer. It will be great. It will be really great. For those with doubts, no, it's not good. He kills the warship as soon as he sees it, blah blah blah. It's not worth it. It's basically what allows me to crush the Indian city. He got some sawars. I'm not sure what for, but okay. Let him have his sawars. They are uber fast, so I'm not even going to try and chase them down. And this is going to be tough. Those Gurkhas are doing those guerrilla tactics of hiding behind the town center with their huge range, and my Kanyas are going to have a tough life going in there, but they will try. They're tough, and they know that they are the guys for the job. So, I'm waiting for some more canyons and some more units overall. Oh, first Gurkhas show up. They like to see tons of people, and the canyons go on a great kamikaze attack. My guys are a bit misplaced, they shouldn't be in there, but the canyons are good. They have no anti-cav in there. I just send my tomahawks on delay. Like, well, you're busy fighting the canyons, so I'll throw some more tomahawks on your face. While the hyenas also try to fight back. The hyenas are kinda dead right now. And I make some villagers to make up for this military disaster, let's just call it. I lose everything. He loses a lot too, thankfully. The Iroquois aura is great, having more hit points. Just makes the Iroquois units survive a little longer and deal a bit more damage. And I still have the Kanyas. I think I wouldn't have had this Kanyas if it wasn't for that treasure I had a while ago. And now let's just have a stronger chief instead of more villagers. And there we are. When we started that battle, I was having my war chief taking down the town center. I didn't notice it, by the way. I'm so sneaky that I didn't even trick myself. And the town center's hit points is already going down. Yeah, he's going down. He's now desperate. And his Gurkhas are dying. He has like tons of villagers all in there. And my chief dies for the cause, but I sent the high chief, so let's have him back again. Because it gives him more hit points and he's back to life. Not 3 days after, but 3 seconds. And I get units as soon as possible because he's going to the rockets. He's going down. And he's desperately trying to stop my war chief with no success. His town center is going down. It has loads of points. I have to buy some idols in there, but that's okay. It gives it as soon as possible. I already have another card. I have Kanyas. You can't stop me, Kanyas. And bye-bye, town center. That's the life of a town destroyer. And it's really great. Don't say it sucks, because it doesn't suck. Sometimes going a war chief can be really tough. But the Indian colonel decides to extend this pain for a while. Losing isn't enough. We have to lose all our builds first. And he tries to fight my war chief with his bills. He still has some Gurkhas in there, so that's okay. I'll get my kindness too. I have my army as well, so just do. So, well, it's always fun to take down an Indian player. It used to be so damn hard to beat India when they were before they got nerfed. Now it's a bit easier, but it's still quite hard because their army and economy is so great. In the meanwhile, my war chief is having some fun with his houses. Another one goes down. And I have another shipment, so I'll just send infantry hit points to get some more hit points on my war chief. The more the better. He has some supplies, he keeps fighting his fields, he's having fun. After all, it's all about having fun. Let's not be selfish, his rights to have fun. And my chief seal has his shotgun shot. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Let's just save him for a while, like, go back. We'll need you later again. Bills are dying. And he keeps up taking down houses. And well, that's it. I would have quit by now. He's enjoying it, I think. He must be feeling like, damn, I got owned by treasure. It's not fair. No, it's not fair that it's Deccan, so it's all fair for me that you get owned by a treasure. And there we are. Good game. Again, no good game signs from him. I guess people don't like to lose to Iroquois. I'm sorry, but they got nerfed. They got nerfed on the wrong way, but that's not my fault. And there we are. I had tons of resources compared to him. In terms of military, it was toe-to-toe. He did a great job defending himself, but Town Destroyer was there for me. And the treasure. We can see that all unit count was going down, and he had tons of villagers. Yeah, like 35 or stuff like that. And the military unit popped. I crushed him early on, but then he did a great job defending himself, and only the Town Destroyer could give me the upper hand here. The resources were toe-to-toe as well. As I said, it's really hard to take down an India player, and we're running out of time. I hope you enjoyed it, and bye-bye.